It was a gorgeous morning. We knew we were into deer, and we knew what kind of deer we were after.
First morning out into Kansas, had a great hunt last night. Saw five bucks. But the wind changed, we changed tree stands, same general area, about half a mile from where we were at. On a food plot here with the good crossing where they come from one piece of timber to the other. With the rut getting going, if they're on their feet moving, we ought to see something up and down through here.
I was rattling and grunting throughout the morning or early hours, and next thing I know, I hear some grunting in front of me, across the little clearing, into the timber there. I hear running and chasing. I should be able to see the deer. I can't, but I am locked in because I've got a gut feeling it's the buck we're after. I'm zoned, I'm locked, I'm glassing and staring dead ahead. Lo and behold, I didn't know it, but off to my left, this giant buck steps out into the clearing. The cameraman's on him. He steps out, looks all around for the grunting and rattling that he's been hearing. I have no idea he's there. I am locked in, and I do not see him out of my periphery. It's a crazy thing. The cameraman expected me to probably shoot any second. I don't even know he's there until after the fact, when he showed me the footage, and I about cried. And of course, they all say I'm getting old and losing it. Maybe I am, but it just built a fire. We knew we were going to stay after that buck and try to figure him out.
But we're in Kansas again. I'm after that big deer. We're not 400 yards from where we videoed him Monday morning. He come up out of this draw. He likes it down here. We see him here occasionally. So we're back in here on an evening hunt. I'm hoping he's bedded close. Gets up on his feet. We'll find out. Oh, calm, nice, calm evening for a change. Cool temperatures. It's first day that it hasn't blown in 5 days. Wind blowing 30, 35 mile-an-hour gusts. So this is the first calm evening and day we've had. So maybe that'll be some good luck. We'll find out.
And the wind was right, same general area, had a good approach there, and sure enough, I mean, that evening, here he comes. And problem was, it was just late. I'd rattled earlier, rattled in a good buck, and had some action going on, but he just didn't want to move till it was almost too dark. And even at that, when he came out and I knew it was him, I immediately put some pressure on with the grunting, the snort wheeze, and I mean, I'd have him turned, had him hooked, and you know, I probably should have kept a little more pressure on him. I had him hooked, I should have kept reeling, but might have been a good thing, because it was getting dark, and by the time he'd got to where I could shoot, I mean, it had been really tough videoing. And it was.
Well, we're up here on that old big buck again this morning. He's giving us a slip, but got a southeast wind. I don't like anything out of the east, but what it is, we got good wind for this stand. We videoed him right here, 40 yards the other day, and it was in the morning, so I'm hoping he's close. I'm gonna try a little rattle and see what happens. Not much, just a little bit. Big buck. Big buck. Here he comes. That's him. Get him.
I thought you missed.
That was him, wasn't it? Was that him, Nation?
Yeah, I thought you missed. And then when he was over there, blood everywhere.
Oh, I went through him, but I didn't thought I was a little high.
No, there's blood everywhere. Both sides.
That's him, ain't he? That's him, ain't it?
I knew right away that was him.
But blood everywhere.
On his whole right side was just covered.
I thought I heard him crash over there.
Oh, it's huge.
Oh my gosh. You ready? You rolling? That was awesome. That's the one we've been after for, I can't tell you how long. A week or 10 days. A giant buck. My rangefinder wouldn't work. I pushed the button and it would not work. I'm really disappointed. I guessed him at 30 yards. Oh my goodness. What an awesome. Thank you, Lord Jesus. That was it. Come right up the trail we walked in on this morning. And we haven't seen but Spike and two does. Winds out of southeast. Just an incredible hunt. Oh, Lord, thank you. We've had 3 encounters with that buck this past week. One out of this stand right here. And he's 40 yards. I didn't see him. The cameraman videoed him. And then we had an encounter the other evening. He came in. He was just too far when he crossed. I tried to snort wheeze him to me and he wouldn't come. But this morning he just come right down the trail. I didn't expect that. But he's a big old deer. I pray I made enjoying what just happened here. That's an awesome hunt. Thank you. 8:14 in the morning. Beautiful morning. I'm cold and I'm nervous, and I just shot a really good buck. Really good buck. On the Cold Ground Ranch. We're on the Kansas side of the ranch. I want to get down quietly because he went up behind us here good ways. I'm going to get down quietly and just take a look at my arrow. Not going to go after him, but I just want to take a look. I can't stand not seeing. I know I was a little bit high, but I should have a good angle. I thought I heard him go down. He was really running hard. And I'm just shaking. I'm just shaking. What an incredible hunt. What an incredible hunt. Well, he's bleeding good through here, but he's went. Gosh, he's went 150 yards already. Scares the heck out of me, but he's bleeding good. There, there. Look right there. I see it. But right there behind them two trees, right there. Let's see. There he is. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Look at this buck. Holy moly. Look at this ginormous Kansas whitetail. Wow. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you. Look at this buck. Massive. The yin yang. Junk everywhere. This is him. We've been watching this deer actually for several years. We're on the Cold Ground Ranch. We're on the Kansas side of the Cold Ground. I want to thank Doug Adams and his brothers for allowing me to manage this ranch and then to hunt it. That's a blessing. Especially when you get to hunt deer like this. Holy moly, look at the mass and the spread. Look at all this trash. It's just everywhere. Trash all over the browse coming out. This is an incredible buck. I am so blessed to be able to hunt a deer like this, much less take one. That is unreal. I tell you what, the old Excalibur did its job. I hit him a little back, but not bad. I guess I got both lungs actually, got the back part of him, and he didn't go too awful far. Went farther than I wanted him to, obviously, but he left a good trail to follow. I tell you what, 2 encounters this week with this buck. Should have maybe killed him early in the week, and he got the best of me. Got him again one evening. I saw him, and he was way out there. He wouldn't come to the snort wheeze. But this morning, of all things, he comes in on the trail we walked in on. You do all your planning, you try to get your approach right, thinking you know what you're doing, and sometimes you just got to rely on lady luck. And he came in walking down the trail that we walked in on. Unbelievable. Thank you, Lord. What a blessing. I'd rather be lucky than good any day. But look at that massive Cold Ground Ranch, Kansas whitetail. Incredible.
You know, when you're hunting older deer, it doesn't matter what kind of headgear they've got. They can be an older doe. When you're hunting older age-structured deer, you got to just be patient. You have to be cautious. I'm a firm believer, obviously, in hunting with the wind correctly. If it's even remotely wrong, I don't want to go to a stand that I'm hunting an old deer, because once they figure you out, it's over with. And so I'm very cautious. I'd rather be patient and do a lot of scheming and biding my time and waiting for the right opportunities to give me the best chance when I get in that stand. Secondly, I like to call a lot. Calling has been a part of my life since I was 10 years old. And when I came up with the grunt deer call many years ago, I realized it was magic. It really is magic. There's days that it's unbelievable. Same way with the snort wheeze, same way with the rattling. I mean, it's amazing how you can manipulate these deer. And, you know, I call real aggressive. No matter what I'm hunting, I'm an aggressive caller, and it's worked out for me. So you might want to give that a try. Be a little more aggressive on your calling at the right time of the year, when the deer are on their feet, when they're vulnerable, when they're moving, when they're amped up during the rut. Obviously, your successes are going to arise in those situations. But I never go in the woods without a call. Never, any time of the year. I've had it work for me, you know, regardless of what I'm hunting. So you might want to be a little more aggressive when it comes time to calling in those situations.